whether it's 1 or 2, 20 or 200. So we're gonna show up. See, because nobody can show up for me like I can show up for me. And nobody gonna be able to show up for you like you can show up for you. Because when we find ourselves being too dependent on anything, that's usually when we discover the weaknesses in us, in ourselves as human beings. I was reflecting back to a time in my journey where one of my teachers, I would say, because all our teachers, and this was so amazing, because all our teachers don't appear as teachers in the way and according to the things that we may learn from them. So, one of my teachers had a way of, every time I asked him a question concerning spiritual things, because he owned a spiritual store, he would ask me, what do I think? No matter what the question was. If it's about crystals, what you think? If it's about cars, what you think? If it's about a certain book, what you think? And at the time, I didn't realize what I was being taught. But just prior to, I didn't realize what I was being taught in its fullness, but just prior to bathing or showering and cleansing to prepare for this video, it went to uploading back to me. And and the hindsight of the realization is I realized Mike was teaching me to trust my own inner self, to trust my inner guidance. By a simple question, what do you think? Everybody think they got that flame, that fire. Everybody think they're in control of something, somewhere. Rather, situation, circumstance, ourselves or somebody else. Is it rightfully so? That will vary according to each and every individual. We all do or have done in some form or fashion. But what about when we mature? See, it's easy for us to get so caught up in why this happened or why that didn't happen, and why that happened, or why this didn't happen. It's very easy to do that. We all done been there. But does it ever occur to us that we don't have to deal with anything that we don't want to happen? We don't have to accept what we don't want to happen. Maybe it's time for us to outgrow some things when we get to that space. Sometimes you just gotta say, I don't give a fuck, and do what you have to do, whatever it may be that you will have to do to change your situation and or circumstance. But at least have enough heart, have enough courage, have enough love for yourself to do it. Yesterday I said, the hard work is the hard work. And it truly is. That's why most of us try to live from a headspace. We don't want to go to the center of our being and deal with what would be really going on within us. I can relate. See, when we're outgrowing things, we gotta have enough tenacity to go wherever it is it's carrying. If we outgrowing things, we gotta go with it. So some call it the flow. Some call it divine intelligence. Some call it God. It's neither here nor there. But it defines everything about us. That who are you question. Who you are is who are you. I want to reiterate, it's what we do when nobody watching. It's what we do when nobody watching that defines who we are. We all don't pay some type of dues that have a life offering in what we offer in life. Who am I? I'm what I do when no one is watching. See, it's easy to look at the parts on the outside and be all messed up on the inside. I've been there, done that. But what is the first thing that people see when they come into contact with you? What do you think people think, see, and feel when they come into contact with you? See, because a lot of us have mistaken the crown chakra for the clown chakra, and they're not the same. What do you think your identity really look like beyond your own opinions about yourself? Beyond our own opinions about ourselves, what do we think our identity look like to others? While we marinate and reflect on some of the things that I have said, I want to emphasize that a letter holds energy. And when combined with other letters to make a word, that's a synergy. So based on that computation, I'm going to speak a series of words for each and every one of us to hear, listen, and feel what they resonate within us. What do these words say to you about you or to you? Intention, direction, honesty, discipline, dedication, experience, security, consistency, integrity, accountability, loyalty, honor, respect, renewal, appreciation, gratitude, thankfulness, forgiveness, joy, abundance, contentment, just to name a fruit. What do those words speak to you? How do they resonate with what's resonating within you? According to the vibration of your energetic frequency. How do those words make you feel? Or don't feel at all? And if that's the case, then there may be something to be looked at. Competition is an illusion once you figure out who you are and choose yourself. For me, I always found myself having to take the high road, having to have the higher view in everything I experienced to find myself in better situations. But that wasn't always the case. See, for me, as much as I like to learn, as much as I love knowledge and a seeker of it, as much as I like the light of wisdom in my life, just knowing wasn't good enough, because I knew that knowing was only half the battle. To bring together the separate parts, we gotta be willing, we gotta be able, and we have to be ready to speak to the whole. Don't be like those mistaking the crown chakra for the clown chakra. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. And before I go, I want to leave this sports analogy with y'all to reflect on. In sports, because I know it's a lot going on, so I'm going to use this sports analogy to speak to some things. In sports, after a hard game, the players have to rest, take time to heal for the next one. In life, the same thing applies, family. We're in a new year, and a lot has happened to get here. We don't experience much just to be here. In whatever energetic space we find ourselves. Now, it's time for you to sit your ass down every chance you get and take a moment to rest. Take a moment to heal. Lay down, whatever you gotta do. Get some rest. I don't know who I'm talking to, but you'll know. My point is, sometimes you just can't run back out there on the field for the next play. Take some time to rest, whoever I'm talking to. Once again, stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Because if you ain't at your best for you, you can't possibly be at your best for me. Love y'all, family. Thank you.